why Lynn Painter's like obsessed with fake dating, because so far we've had it in 3 out of 5 young adult romance books. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Rhea, this is Rhea Reads, and today we're going to be talking about Lynn Painter and her young adult romance books and her newest one, Fake Skating. Now, to preface this video, I'm filming this in June. I'm pretty sure Fake Skating comes out in September, so that's the timeline of this. And I got the arc of Fake Skating in June. I read it like the day I got it, so it was an amazing experience. But before I get into my thoughts about Fake Skating, I wanted to talk a little bit about my experience with Lynn Painter. I've read all 4 of Lynn Painter's books, but I am going to be talking about it a little bit out of order because I read Better Than the Movies, Betting on You, The Do-Over, and then Nothing Like the Movies, but I feel like it would be better if I just talked about Wiz Less together. I read Better Than the Movies on ebook from the library on 2023, and I really loved my experience of reading it just because of how much I was able to like relate to different Taylor Swift songs and stuff like that. Like, this book is just such an experience. Last year in 2024, when the sequel was announced, we read this book and I finally like really got it because this book is just so good. It's just everything I would want in a young adult romance. Better Than the Movies is about Liz, who's a high school girl, and she's trying to get with her childhood crush who like moved back, and in order to get close to him, she has to get close to her enemy neighbor, and he has to like help her get close to him. And oh my god, like I just love setup like that. Like, if you like the movie The Duff, that's pretty similar to this. The book, like, you see like Liz and Wes just get closer and like have all these dynamics, and I really love the whole like Better Than the Movies aspect. Wes and Liz are just everything, and to be fair, I think they're like super annoying as characters and as friends. Like, I would not want to be friends with these people, but that doesn't matter. I like reading about people who are at least interesting. Liz, I will say, Liz is such a bad friend. Like, she has that one friend, Jocelyn, and she like ignores her the entire book, and even like afterward, Jocelyn is like, why'd you not tell me if I knew this? And I'm like, yeah, Jocelyn, yeah, Liz, like what's wrong with you? So random. But I have to say this, I also hate when like there's like lyrics or like specific song titles in books, and like, again, a preference thing, and I literally am such a Swiftie, but I just hate it in Better Than the Movies. I hate the little like quotes at the beginning of the chapters, because some of them are rom-coms and one of them is The Hunger Games. That's not really a rom-com. I guess I'm gonna get into spoilers for Better Than the Movies, even though it's a romance book. If you don't want to hear about like the exact reasoning for like why they get together or anything, skip. But like, she is really fixated on her crush Michael because it's a kind of guy that like her mom would have really liked her to be with. Wes calls her out. He's like, oh, like, you don't even like him, like, you're just trying to like feel close to your mom and like do what she wants. Nothing Like the Movies. I love Nothing Like the Movies. We follow them in college, which I also really appreciate college romances because I feel like there's not a lot of them. I have only read like 3. Liz and Wes broke up, and then we follow Liz in college, and Wes is gonna start, and so they like run into each other in college. Wes was in the wrong for why they broke up, and he's like, I'm gonna get Liz back. And I don't remember the plot of the book, but I'm pretty sure they just like spend time together, and it's like a whole angst thing, which I love. Like, I love the angst of second chance romance. This duology is like everything I love in romance, like the whole like this trope and then like second chance. My song specifically is Yoko by Maisie Peters. The reason why they break up in Nothing Like the Movies is like incredibly stupid because like my Wes Bennett would have never done that. Like, it really could have been like any other reason, but I'm just gonna ignore that and we're gonna move on. I was kind of disappointed how they handled their college stuff because Liz, as from we know, she like likes music and playlists and stuff from high school, and that's like her major. And Wes is like still in baseball, and then for some reason their like connection to each other is that like Liz is making like a video about the baseball team. Why can't she be a like, what's it called, film major? She likes rom-coms. Like, is that not a good draw? That makes so much more sense if she wanted to make rom-coms than to just make playlists. I don't like it when authors like put like specific songs and like lyrics. So I'm like, let me associate, like don't do the work for me. And nothing like the movies, they have like a falling out and New Year's Day, and I didn't think about it at first, but I was like, oh, like she definitely did this so we could think about the Taylor Swift song. And I don't want another book. I read the short story like novella something. She posted like a lot of random like short stories, which like I appreciate because it's like at least you like your characters and you like your story. Cool. The most recent one though, I don't remember, it was like a couple different characters. I didn't like Lynn wasn't that one. It felt like I was third wheeling. I don't think I want a third book because I feel like we're really milking it out at this point. I have everything I need from them, but also I trust Lynn Banner. So 2024 in April, I read Betting on You, and I did not like this book, but I honestly like it better now than I did when I was initially reading it, because I am just picky with romance. We follow Charlie and Bailey. They have a meet cute like on an airplane. Charlie like doesn't believe in love or something, and Bailey is a hopeless romantic, and they have to like fake date for some reason. I do appreciate their chemistry. I just don't like their story at all. First off, so much happens in the book, but then my main problem with this is because it just didn't commit to any sort of like plot. Like the first chapter of the book, when they meet on the plane, they like have this like one sentence about like, oh, I bet this guy like whatever on the plane, and I thought that was gonna be like the whole book, be like, oh, I bet this, like I bet whatever. I thought that was gonna be like the niche like setup of the book, is like, oh, like that's like a game they play, but the bet is just like his friend just like randomly says to him like, oh, like I bet you can't get Bailey or something like that. Like he's literally, it's not like a really big, it's not a big plot point of the book, it's just such a side thing. We get his perspective, and I don't know why we get his perspective, because I really feel like this book would have been better if it was just Bailey's perspective, and I don't like Bailey, but that's just personal. I just really found her annoying, and then I found Charlie even more annoying. So he was saying something at the beginning that like men and women can be friends, which like I don't believe in at all, but like you've never disproved because they do get together at the end. Their fake dating was just like so stupid. They would like full on make out and be like, I don't know, like this is what I hate about fake dating. It's so clearly clear when it's real, and then both of them are just like so stupid about it. It's not the worst, it's just not what I would want to do about, because I didn't like the characters and I thought the plot had just like too much going on, and I feel like it just needed to be better. But that book is also how I got into Aiden Bissett, because I was listening to the playlist while I was reading it, and the song I have for this book is All That I'm Craving by Aiden Bissett. A couple weeks after I read Betting on You was The Do-Over, and I hated this. The biggest reason why I hated this is because of the actual premise of the book and the execution of it. So we follow Emily, who is just like having a bad day at school, and I'm pretty sure she's like a perfectionist. She wants to like get into this college, and she's like, I think she's probably a people pleaser. She ends up having to like repeat that same day over and over again. I thought the love interest, his name is Nick, I thought he would be in the time loop, but he wasn't. And so you have like all of her development, but obviously like every time her day resets, the guy resets. There's no development between them. Like they literally just fall in love in a day. How are you gonna have a time loop romance when there's only development on one side? Here we are now, June 2025, and I got the fake skating arc, which I'm just so excited about. I got rejected for the nothing like the movie's arc, so this is redemption for me, and I really like this book. And this book delivered on like basically everything. Fake skating is about Danny and Alec, who are high schoolers. Danny and Alec were best friends when they were kids, and then Danny moved away, so in high school she's moving back. Something happened with Danny and Alec between around when she moved away, because like now they're like not talking. They just run into each other at school, and they have like this pull towards each other, and they end up fake dating, and it's great. One thing that really surprised me about this book was the setting. It took place in Michigan, I want to say, or Minnesota, you know, one of those cold Midwest countries, and that's just not a place you typically see. This town is like obsessed with hockey, and Alec is like the star player, and he's like so good. And so I thought it was really charming, because like they go to like hockey games and they like talk about hockey, and Danny's grandfather is like this really famous hockey player. The male love interest is Liz's cousin. His excuse for making like playlists and like songs in the book is that his cousin likes music, and I'm like, it's not even you. It's not even you. Like, what? That makes no sense. I hated it. Let me have my own playlist, and I actually do have a playlist for this book, and the songs you go with this book is Cool by Gracie Abrams. I don't know why Lynn Painter's like obsessed with fake dating, because so far we've had it in 3 out of 5 young adult romance books. It was in Better Than the Movies, Betting on You, and Fake Skating. In general, Fake Skating is just a worse version of Better Than the Movie, and nothing like the movies combined. It's just disappointing just as a creative choice, but like I said, like Better Than the Movies and nothing like the movies is like everything I could want in a romance. So like I don't have a problem with the story, because that's what I signed up for when I was reading a synopsis and still chose to read the book. But in the future, I would like more creativity. If you like Better Than the Movies, then you're gonna like Fake Skating. The first third of Fake Skating is so good. The last third is absolutely insane, and I do not know why it's written like that at all. I hated that. I right now I'm giving this book 4.5, but it could go down to 4 because of that last third. Okay, spoilers for Fake Dating, but it's gonna be out by the time I release this. Alex gets into a fight with like his rival, who's like Danny's like next door neighbor, and he's like gonna call the cops or something, and then Danny goes over to the guy's house and like begs him. He's like, don't call the cops, and he's like, oh, I'll do it if you break up with Alec. And then all of a sudden we have this whole like melodramatic thing, and she's like, I'm gonna break up with you, but I can't tell you why. And I'm like, why can't you tell him, but also date secretly? Like, what? what? That makes absolutely no sense. Like, the book was pretty realistic up until this point. I don't even remember how it gets resolved. Clearly it wasn't that big of a deal. The whole like ending conflict when Danny and Alec make up is literally just nothing like the movies, again, because in both scenarios the guy gets like hurt and is in the hospital, and then the girl comes running and he's like, oh, I actually miss you, and I'm like, I feel like we're doing the same thing again. The whole like reasoning for why they broke off in the first place, I called it, and I love the you sent me letters, I didn't get your letters trope. So good. I think that's all I have for my Lynn Painter discussion. I think overall I'm gonna rank, okay, the books, Better Than the Movies, nothing like the movies, like at the top. If I was to recommend one, it'd be Better Than the Movies, and Fake Skating, and then Betting on You, and then The Do-Over. And I will be continuing more of a work. If we're gonna rank the love interest, Alec is number 1. Alec is the best guy. Alec, Wes, Nick, and then Charlie. And to rank the couples it's the same rank. Well, okay. Do I like Liz and Wes or Danny and Alec more? Oh, I probably like, okay, I would say, actually, I think Danny and Alec are probably my favorite couple, because Liz and Wes have already gone through a breakup, and like Danny and Alec's conflicts was when they were like literally kids. It's ranking based on who I think would stay together, but also just like who is my favorite. I think Danny and Alec is probably my favorite because I just love like childhood best friends to lovers. But I also really love Liz and Wes, so I don't know. I'm gonna call them tied for now, but who knows. And then I like Charlie and Bailey's chemistry, but I feel like they could fight or something. I don't know if they'd lost. I feel like Nick and Emily, like, I feel like Nick's pretty chill. I don't know, I don't really remember Nick or Emily. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram. Bye.